Good times.
Yeah, it was relatively legal,
Relative.
but we didn't cause any trouble. They usually don't care as long as you act 21.
As long as you act 21. I don't even know what that means.
You should be like, you don't go in there being a dumbass teenager, basically. All loud and annoying the waiters and stuff.
Your mom said you did one of these already with Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, cool. Good. How's jiu-jitsu going?
It's going well.
It's good.
Although I don't like going to the noon class because there's so many people.
Yeah. There's a lot of people. Okay, why is this not behaving? Oh my god. There we go. Sorry guys, I had some multiple meetings somehow open one way or another and okay. Cool. All right, people are finding their way in. So we'll give it just 1 minute because somehow multiple things were open and it was making joining weird. So cool.
Hey,
All right.
Good morning, Mom.
have a good time being the star.
Yes, Mom.
Alrighty, guys. Today is Bring a Friend Day. And if you don't have a friend or a partner, that is totally fine. We've got it accounted for so that you can do this workout solo. No big deal. But if you do have a partner, awesome. Let me just get myself all switched over. You may recognize Cole. Apparently, he's been in this one time before, so he's going to be my model student for today. Donald, you doing the workout? That's right. Go. Okay. All right, guys. We'll start. People trickle in, they trickle in. Let's get 15 jumping jacks to start it off. Cole's going to lead the way. I'm going to pick apart his movements as we go. So you guys have excellent details to think about and look at. We're getting 15 jumping jacks to start it off. Once you got 15 jumping jacks, we're getting straight leg march. We got 5 each side. Just kick and reach opposites, right to left. Look at this. Got a good amount of guests in here. And while you guys are going through this stuff, just kind of hollering out to the guests, just so you guys have a good tempo of what we're about to go through. From there, let's go arm series. We got hugs, swings, Egyptians, 10, 10, and 10. So if you are new to this program, we kept it pretty simple today. So there shouldn't be anything wacky or super technical that's coming your way. If you have an injury or a limitation, I'm going to be hollering out things and substitutes as we go along. So hopefully you find something that makes sense and feels good. And then if you are either new to exercise or it's been a while or you're just not at your best self in terms of, and you're like, okay, how am I going to keep up? Don't worry. We got a plan. Okay. From there, let's get 5 squats, regular old bodyweight squats. Long story short, Cole's going to do all the working so I can do all the coaching. And we'll get you guys all taken care of. Once you got 5 squats, we're going to go for 5 good mornings. pushing the hips back. I'm not going for depth. I'm trying to maintain some midline rigidity. My chin stays away from my chest. You should feel a good load in the hammies as you get to the bottom. We got 5. And once you got 5, we got 10 more jumping jacks. Once you got your 10 jumping jacks, let's get 5 more squats. And then Jefferson curls. I'm tucking my chin. I'm rolling down. I'm going nice and slow, trying to let those arms dangle. If you need a demo, you can look at Cole here. Basically just relaxing down into it, trying to keep your knees locked out as much as possible and get that global stretch and then re-engagement across the whole posterior chain. We're getting 3 passes. Take your time. Each one should take 10 seconds. From there, I'll scooch out of the way a little bit, give you some space. We're going to go nice and wide. So basically as wide as you can with the feet. Then we got sunrise, good mornings, big circles all the way around. We'll go 3 each direction. Nice and tall up top. Hang out a little bit loose in the base. Allow those hands to drag across the ground. We're getting 3 each way. Once you got those, you're going to maintain the wide feet, walk the hands out, and we're getting 5 push-ups. If you guys find yourself a little bit tight on space, that's totally fine. Most of the movements are going to be not at the same time today. There'll be some work-rest ratios built in, so you can kind of swap back and forth with your gear. Then from there, he's going to kick a leg forward for pigeon pose. Back leg goes back nice and long. And just trying to settle down into it. And let's switch to the other side. Same thing, find that front leg, back leg goes nice and far back. Settle down, trying to breathe the hips down to the ground. All right, and you guys can come out of it. You're going to hands and knees. We got back circles. You're just trying to take your belly button and make big ovals in space. You're on hands and knees. Belly button goes down to the ground, out to the side, back to the ceiling, cruise through to the other side. We got 5 each direction. And from there, we got bird dogs. We're getting 3. We're going knee to elbow, and then reach out nice and long. Trying to stabilize when you get out there, make nice long lines, squeeze for a good long second. You know, long fingertips, driving the heel straight back. And just enough time to squeeze, stabilize, pause, and into your next one. 3 each side. From there, let's go back to standing. We've got baby makers. I'm going to get a little bit wide, drive those elbows into the knees. So you're going to be hips up. That worked.
Let me press
All
one.
good. Ooh.
But it feels better now.
And then transition to a prayer squat. Hips are low, chest is high. Driving those elbows once again into the knees. And from there, go ahead, squat out of it. Maintain that wider stance. Let's get 5 wide squats. Working hard to maintain those flat feet. Knees push out. Depth is whatever you can get. Not a priority. Get all the way deep. So we want glute focus in the squats. Okay, so we're going to move on to strengthen positions. Our first movement is a scap push-up. So go ahead and kind of line yourself up this way in a push-up position. If you guys have done these a million times and you know it, go ahead and go for it. If you don't, Cole is going to press his back up to the ceiling. So he's getting nice and tall, but just stay in a push-up position. So basically, yep, there, and then settle the shoulders into the sockets and then back up and down. So it's basically a push-up just through that top 6 inches. We're getting 15. Elbows stay completely locked out the whole time. Hips stay completely locked the whole time. You are just working this range of motion. That's it. We got 15. Just a bit of add on to the shoulder warm up. From there, you're going to grab a band, any old band. We got overhead squats. The band is up overhead. Enough tension to maintain your upright position. We got 15 overhead squats. Any band is fine. If you got a partner, tension of it doesn't matter, just as long as you got something up overhead. Once you got your 15, you can go ahead and toss your band off to the side. Next, we're going to lay down onto the ground. We've got a little bit of abs. So lay down flat on your back. And we've got toe touchers. So feet go into the air, heels go to the ceiling, trying to keep the legs locked out. Arms go up, touch the toes. 1, 2, 3. We're getting 65. Rapid fire. So Cole's knocking out like 1 every second, maybe more than 1 a second. If 65 is a lot, then go for 30, go for 40, go for 50. But you're trying to get one big set, scorch up those abs a little bit. We got 65. If you can go unbroken, that is outstanding. If not, maybe you get 2 sets of 30, maybe you get 40 total. Whatever, get you some good ab engagement. Once you got 60, or your big set, or your 2 sets of 30, or 2 sets of 20, go ahead and relax. And you can come back to standing. That'll be my indicator that everyone's generally ready to move on. And we'll start talking about all our movements. So you guys can hang out. You don't have to do anything just yet. I'm going to very generally breeze through the movements, and we'll do some practice stuff. So first one's going to be a trainer push-up. I'll hop in, give Cole a little break. I've got my trainer. It's on a long setting so that I have more degrees of freedom to work with. If it's super short, I'm kind of limited to my push-ups. So go ahead, make that change while you're listening. You want it to be as long as possible. From there, if I set my feet back, I'm going to have a nice long range of motion, and I can get my push-up, okay? Go ahead and get them all cinched up. Everyone get 5. Just want to see how everyone's moving, what everyone's got going on. We got 5 trainer push-ups. You could do regular push-ups. That would be fine as well. Just 5. You want that setting as long as possible for a long resistance arm. Or you could just go push-ups on the ground. That'd be totally fine. Okay, that is our first movement. Pretty straightforward. Once everyone's got their 5, we'll take a look at the next one. Go ahead and grab this. You're going to need one band, any band. Go light for now. Okay. You're going to loop it into the hands like so. You can hold it any way. This is just my preferred method of doing it. Then you're going to step on it. So go ahead and meet me right here, and then I'll let you take over with it. So once I'm here, I'm going to take a lunge step back. So take a lunge step back, and then lunge down. And I'm not going to fully come back up. So go ahead and just getting tall, but don't let the foot come back. Tall, 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 tall. That's it. And then back down, and then back up. Back down, back up. We got band resisted split squats. Let's give it a shot, guys. Let's go 5 each side. Let's see how it's all going. Kim, real quick, you're going to have the band doubled up and step on 2 lengths of it so you have more tension. That's right. You got it. This is essentially an incomplete lunge. You're going to have a ton of time under tension on that front quad right off the bat. If after the first set or the first 10 reps or the 30th rep, your legs are smoked, these tend to absolutely destroy my quads, you can just go ahead and ditch the band and go body weight. Body weight would be, as you might imagine, just body weight. Okay, that's our second movement. You can go ahead and ditch the band, and then from there, we've got abs. We're going to do this one all together, and we'll explain how this is all going to go. So Cole, go into a push-up position. Pick a hand, reach back, touch your toes. Yep. Alternate back to the other side. That's it. From a push-up position, alternating toe taps. Let's get 3 each side. Your hips are going to raise up into the air to make space. You're going to reach. You're going to get some elongation in the hamstrings. Your abs are going to work. Your hip flexors are going to work to reach yourself back, touch your toes. Just 2 each side. Just want to see that we're all on the same page. Okay. So we're going to keep this all on a fairly tight turnaround. And so if, I say, 15 reps and you get 10 in about the time that Cole gets his 15, that's totally fine. If you sneak in 1 or 2 extra, that's totally fine. We'll just generally try and stay together, okay? So the way this is going to work, you're going to do 15 of your trainer push-ups or ground push-ups or counter push-ups or whatever it is. Then switch with your partner. We'll try and get that done in about 45 seconds. So you have a work-rest ratio that makes sense. Okay. From there, we're going to go to our band resisted split squats. Again, 15 each side. Your partner is resting. Then Cole goes back and forth, and then we'll do the abs all together and then back to the beginning. Okay. So hopefully not too confusing. If you're by yourself, you just have rest, which is what we would normally do. If you're with a partner, they will work while you rest. Okay. Let's knock it out. Let's get our first set of 15. I'm going to count out Cole's just so you guys have something to think about. Person 1, get your 15. If you're doing them all at the same time, that's totally fine. We got many ways to go about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Perfect. Okay, partner B, hop in. You're getting your 15 reps. Partner A, you're just resting. We're going to cycle that back around in about 30 seconds. So it's going to be a fairly quick turnaround. So hopping into your bands. Partner A getting ready to go. Partner B, if you're still finishing up your push-ups, you're totally fine. We're just going to keep it on a fairly tight tempo here. If you guys got space, you want to do them all together, that's fine. We're going to have work rest built in one way or another. Okay, so you're going for 15 each side in 2, 1, and here we go. We're taking that lunge step back and then coming up tall, not finishing all the way. And I'm counting on Cole to count in his head while I watch everyone. Make sure we're all on the same page. If you're taking it slow, that's totally fine. If you get 8 reps to your partner's 15 or to Cole's 15, that's totally fine. He's switching legs. He's at 15. trying to get to that switch in the near term. And we got 15 each side. Use this as a gauge for your next set. If you feel like, oh, I cruised through those 15 pretty easy, grab another band. If you were absolutely dying, ditch the bands. Totally fine. It looks like everyone's able to sync this one up together. So we'll keep it tight, guys. We'll keep it tight. We'll keep it moving. Okay. Take a moment. In about 15 to 20 seconds, we're going to go to those ab activities. So you got a brief breather. We'll let everyone get to the same page. And find yourself down in your push-up position. We've got 10 toe taps each side, 20 total, going in 3, 2, 1. And that's 2 for Cole, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're trying to keep about that tempo. Guys are looking good so far. If you do 2 to 1, so if you do one nice, slow, deliberate one, just to give yourself a little break, or if you do 2 super fast, essentially whatever you can fit into about that time frame, about 10 each side. Once you guys are done there, pop up. We'll go back to the beginning. We're going to go through this sequence 3 times, fairly tight turnarounds. A lot easier to keep it jamming when I don't have to do the work. Cole doing all the work for me. Hang out for just a second. We'll go in about 15 seconds. This one will be more work rest just because we got those partners involved. And we're going into 1. Partner A, go ahead and knock them out. Partner B, you're resting, you're relaxing, you're waiting for your turn. Once you got your 15, you're either resting for about 30 seconds, switching over to your partner, or you're just resting, you're just hanging out, letting everyone get to the same page. We'll get those banded split squats started here in about 30 seconds. Again, if you want to band up, you could use multiple bands. Grab as many bands as you want, smoke those legs, ditch the bands. You could do a couple more reps, you could do a couple fewer reps, whatever gets you going in about that 30 seconds. All right, so we're switching up, getting to our band split squats. In about 3, 2, 1. Cole's going to get his started to get it all moving. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are getting 15 each side. Lots of time under tension in that quad. Trying to get full depth, tap the knee down each time. It's not a big range of motion, so we want to maximize what we've got. Trying to tap and then get that partial standing lunge. Once you got your 15 each side, go ahead and let it settle back. We'll get moving on to our abs here in just a moment. I think about 15, 20 seconds, we're moving on to abs, letting everyone finish up, get onto the same page. All right, Cole's going in 3, 2, 1. If you're a little ahead, a little behind, that's fine. Just generally staying in pace. Think of piking those hips up nice and tall, reaching all the way to the toes. Commit to that nice, long, deep reach. That's how you get the most benefit from this movement. Pushing yourself away from the ground. You can even get a little shoulder engagement. Good work for your pike handstand push-ups, your push-ups in general. Cole's doing a good job committing and reaching all the way back to those toes. Exactly what you want to do. All right, guys, we're going to go through the sequence one more time. We'll take a very quick 1-minute break in between and then move on to a new sequence, okay? So we're getting back into our push-ups in about 15 seconds. Finish up your last couple of toe taps. Let everyone get to the same page. And going for 15 push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Person A, go ahead and knock it out. Person B, you give a couple of extra breaths, or you can knock them out on the ground, your countertop, your knees. back of a couch, whatever you have at your disposal. Once you got 15, let it hang out and rest for just a second. Person A, you can gather up your bands. Last set. So if you want to add more bands, Cole's going to even add one more band. He's feeling that good about it. Alrighty, guys. And we'll go here in 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. We got 15 each side. Nice deep tap. Getting that knee all the way to the ground. Standing up tall. We got 15. This is the last one, guys. You should be smoking those quads. Once you get your 15, switch to the other side. If your 15 turns into 18 or your 15 turns into 12, all good. All we're trying to do is find that stimulus, burn out that quad a little bit. Ooh. Good times?
Yeah, good times.
Excellent. All right, so we'll get transitioned over to those abs in about 15, 20 seconds. Let everyone finish up those last couple reps. Guys are looking good. I can see it in everyone's face. Those quads starting to get a little bit spicy. All right, we're going back to the toe taps. We'll go in 8 seconds. Find your push-up position at 3, 2, 1. Reach nice and deep. Push the hips to the sky. Find those toes. Push yourself away from the ground to engage the shoulder. It'll be a whole body, shoulder plus ab plus posterior chain movement. 10 each side. If you want to go a little slower, a little more methodical, you can go 6 each side. If you want to crank them out, you can do an extra 2 or 3 each side. Whatever fits into the next 15 seconds, 20 seconds or so. Then we got a quick 1-minute break. As soon as you're finished, grab some water, hang out. Well done. Everyone was looking on point. That was fantastic. Okay, so we're going to do that again. We'll do a couple of different movements. It'll be generally the same tempo, generally the same format, hitting generally the same muscle groups, just a bit of variety. Okay, so we'll let Cole relax just for a moment more. We're now going to go band assisted push-ups. Okay, so a moment ago, 15, not a huge amount of volume. The idea is like, okay, I'm getting some good chest engagement for about 15. Now I'm going to go in the other direction. I'm going band to my high attachments. I'm settling myself inside. Now this is going to make me lighter. This is going to make my push-ups easier. I can either be underneath the armpits, that works, or across the waist. Waist is going to be less resistance, armpits more resistance. Sometimes the band just finds its place. You don't really get to decide. It just depends on your setup and your build and all that kind of stuff. Now I'm lighter. Check this out. I can hang out on this, right? So the idea is when I go down for my push-ups, I now am much lighter and I'm able to get more volume. We're going to go for 40 seconds of push-ups, which is excruciating. Let's hop in, guys. Let's get 10 push-ups. Band accordingly, trying to get some depth. And 10 should be, comparatively, a piece of cake. And you may be thinking, okay, this maybe feels slightly too easy. That's totally fine. That is the point, because by the time you get to rep 37, you're absolutely screaming, okay? You guys are getting 10 reps. Switch to your partner, get 10 reps. And we'll talk about our next movement.
That's going to be great.
Oh, those are fantastic.
Everybody's doing perfect push-ups also.
Everyone's doing perfect push-ups. It means you have to raise your game as a role
Yeah,
model,
no.
Cole. No slacking
No
off.
slacking.
Okay, next thing. Go ahead and grab your bag. Or I should say bag is optional, but if you can do the bag, I think at this point, if you've been doing the program, bag should be super reasonable. You're going to hold it Zerger style, just kind of curling it up, hanging out. And then you're going to go for a wall sit. Let's find a wall sit, guys. 5-second wall sit. There's a window right there.
Yes.
Yeah, right here is good. Right in this space, that is fine too. 5-second wall sit. If the bag is good, cool. If the bag is no good, fine. Once you got 5 seconds, hang out. In general, if you are using the bag, trying to keep it up off the legs, trying to hold on to it. If you have no bag, trying to keep the hands off of support. So they can be kind of folded in between. They can be off to the sides. You can cross them, whatever you want. Okay? So that is movement 2. Movement 3, alternating V-ups. So Cole's going to lay down flat on the ground. You're probably going to have to go diagonal here.
Belly or back?
On your back. And then from there, arms are long. You're going to reach up, touch one of your feet. Feet come up too. 1 foot. There you go. Good. Other foot. Fantastic. Just like that, guys. Let's get 2 each side. You got long arms, long legs. You reach up. You find a foot. You alternate. Shoulders are coming up off the ground. Getting a good squeeze. 2 each side. That's it. Alrighty, guys. Shall we do it? Let's go back to our push-up position. And one way you could read this is basically how can you get an easy push-up? Now the band is going to get you that good all the way down range of motion to the ground. The trainer is fine, other things are fine, but getting that big range of motion is important here. Okay guys, we're going for 40 seconds. So let everyone get cinched up, good to go. Decide who's going first. We'll have some turnaround. You're going to want some rest after this one. It's a scorcher. We'll go in 15 seconds. No need to go at the same time as your partner because this one is pretty brutal. All right, guys, we're going in 5 seconds. Good range of motion. Rapid fire in 2, 1, and here we go. Trying to accumulate a lot of push-ups. As you fatigue, just slow it down. That's fine. Trying to tap the chest to the ground if that's possible with the setup you got going on. Halfway there, 20 seconds. Keep cranking away. Try not to stop moving entirely. If you rest at the top for a beat, 2 or 3 seconds, that's fine. Hang in there, guys. We got 5 seconds. 2, 1, and relax. Cool. Go ahead. Switch your partner. If you don't have a partner, you're just resting before we go on to the next one. You definitely want some ample time for that to cool down so when we get into the next one, you're good to go. Okay, partner, getting settled up. We're going in 8 seconds, trying to get settled in and find your 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 40 seconds. Otherwise, you're resting, you're hanging out, letting that chest cool down a little bit. Oh, Cole's going for round 2. If you are resting, you are waiting, all you're trying to do is find your bag, getting ready for your loaded bag hold, which we will do in just a moment here. 10 more seconds. Okay, partner A, getting ready to go with your bag hold shortly here. And on your push-ups, that's 2, 1, and rest. Get your bags, partner A, and we've got a wall sit in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. We got a 40 seconds wall sit. If you just did your push-ups, no need to go into it right off the bat. Let that all cool down for a second. We're just going to go back and forth, fairly rapid fire. So yeah, Donald, hang out. No need to push it just yet. Let the chest cool down. We'll just keep it fairly tight turnarounds so that work rest is optimal. 15 seconds. Handing off your bag, if you want to hand off your bag. or just going into your wall sits. In 3, 2, 1, and switch up that wall sit. You got 40 seconds. Partner A, take a moment, hang out. We're getting abs all going together. You'll have a little bit of a spicy turnaround for this one, but you get to rest when those push-ups come back up. Ten more seconds on the wall sit. And partner B, you've got a pretty tight turnaround, but we're going to try and get those alternating V-ups done all together, and you're resting in 2, 1, and here we go. Everyone go ahead and find the grounds. We've got alternating V-ups coming up in about 10 seconds. If you're ready to knock them out, go ahead and knock them out. As soon as your partner's there, you're going. 10 each side. Reach up, tap a foot. Try and get the shoulders up off the ground, reach up tall, make yourself into a V, one leg at a time. 10 each side. If your abs are absolutely scorched, which would be understandable at this point, you could turn your 10 each side to 5 each side to 8 each side. If you're cranking and motoring, 12 each side. We're just trying to put in some work, guys, however it works. Once you got your 10 each side, go ahead and relax. Partner A, now you got the spicy turnaround. You are on deck for some trainer push-ups. Partner B, you can rest easy. Wait for your set to come up. We're going to go in about, we're going about 15 seconds. Just let everyone get situated, find their feet. We're going band-assisted push-ups. In 3, 2, 1, partner A, cranking away. If you happen to count how many you did last time, try and get that same number. Almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. Partner B, find those push-ups. We'll try and get them turned around here. You're starting in 3, 2, 1, and you got 40 seconds. Partner A, you're resting easy. If you don't got a partner, you're resting easy. We got the next thing coming up in about 40 seconds. Just be on the ready. Cranking out your push-ups, guys. Guys are looking good. Everything's going smoothly. People are working hard. Everyone's looking good. We got 15 seconds. Partner A or solo, getting ready for your wall sit, which is coming up in 10 seconds. Loaded wall sit coming up in 3, 2, 1, which is also the end of your push-ups. Partner B, go ahead and relax on the push-ups. Partner A, you're wall sitting. Trying to have your thighs parallel with the ground. Knees are at 90 degrees. Bag is off the legs. You're holding it actively. Hands are off the hips. Hanging out. Going to transition that wall sit in 15 seconds. You're either taking a rest or you're taking the bag. And transitioning that wall sit in 3, 2, 1. Transition or rest to grab the bag or grab some rest. Got another 40-second turnaround. Partner B, you're going to have that spicy transition again, once again to the alternating V-ups, which we're going to get going here in about 25 seconds. Partner A, getting ready to rock and roll, finding your space on the ground. This is our second time through. We're going to do 3 times total and then get to a little bit of conditioning. Okay, coming off the wall in 3, 2, 1. To give you guys just 10 seconds to find yourself on the ground, get those alternating V-ups going whenever you want. Cole's attacking him. He's going for it. You're getting your 10 each side. If you're pooped, get 5 each side. Get 3 each side. If you're cranking away, get 12 each side. Partner A, you're getting ready for that tougher turnaround with the banded push-ups. Partner B, you get a little bit of break. And let's try and get back to those push-ups in about 20 seconds. Partner A, you are finding your bands, you are finding your objects, and you're getting those push-ups started. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go, guys. 40 seconds of push-ups. Partner B, rest easy. You're on deck. Final set on the push-ups, guys. Trying to finish with a big set. Burn out that chest. You're almost there. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and transition. Get yourself into partner B into your push-ups. Partner A, rest easy. Get ready for your wall sit in about 40 seconds. Holy smokes is right. That's a lot of push-ups. Be feeling swole today when you leave the class. Partner B getting those push-ups. You got about 15 seconds. Partner A getting ready for that wall sit coming up in now 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. That's the beginning of the wall sit, end of the push-ups. Guys are doing great. This is the last set. Hang in there. And then we'll finish with a little burner, a little scorcher and conditioning. Guys are making that handoff in 15 seconds. You either got rest or transition. In 3, 2, 1, and relax or transition. Partner B, getting your wall sit. We got one more sequence of abs right after this. And then we'll take another quick 1-minute break. Partner A, finding your space on the ground, getting ready to do some alternating V-ups in just a moment here. Ten seconds on that wall sit. 3, 2, 1. You're coming off the wall. If you guys want to get them started, go ahead and go for it. You got 10 each side. You're thinking about what can I do for the next 30 seconds. If you want to burn it out, get a couple extra reps, fantastic. If you're absolutely done and you got 5 in the tank, fantastic. Once you got your 10 each side or approximation thereof, go ahead and relax. Stand up, hang out, grab a sip of water. You guys can rest easy. All right. So hang out. I'm just going to talk through some stuff. No need to do anything just yet. Whether or not you have a partner, we're going to work out for 9 minutes. Okay. How that work is going to go is going to be slightly different. Okay. But 9 minutes one way or another. Let's talk about the partners first. You will have, well, actually, let's talk movements first. Okay. We got bag thrusters. So go ahead and find your bag. No need to grab your bags yet. It was just putting coal through the paces a little bit. So you're going to be in a front rack position. Squat all the way down. All the way up overhead. Boom. There's your thruster. Okay. That's movement 1. Movement 2 is a burpee. Everyone knows burpees. No need to demo. Standard burpee. If you don't happen to know burpee, ask your partner. They can go first. They can do the first couple of burpees. There it is, just in case. And then we've got a push-up position shoulder tap, which is very similar to what we did before. Cole's going to be in a push-up position, but now he's just tapping his shoulder with the other hand. So everything stays rigid and in line, and he's tapping back and forth. Okay? Guys, see everyone get just a handful of those, 2 or 3 each side. Make sure we're all on the same page, since that is not a common movement. I'm trying to keep my hips quiet and stable. I'm trying to avoid rocking. It's going to be somewhat inevitable, but my hips and my abs are squeezing down to prevent myself from rocking. Just a couple each side. Okay, so those are 3 movements. How are we going to break them up? So if we're in a partner format, it's going to be 30, 20, 10. Okay, so Cole's got the bag. He knocks out 10. He gives me the bag. I'm pooped. I knock out 4. Cool, we've got to 14. Cole does 9 more, then I do 6. You know, whatever it is to accumulate 30. Or it could just be a very simple 15 and 15. However you want to break it up. Does not have to be even, just got to get through the work. Okay? Burpees, we're going to do 20 burpees together. Maybe I'm going slow, I'm pooped, I get 1, I get 2, Cole's already done 6. Okay? All we have to do is get to 20. The idea is basically you're both working for about, let's say, 30 seconds to get either 10 each, or, well, whatever it ends up being, versus 15 and 5 or something like that. You're accumulating 20 burpees, okay? And then the push-up taps are going to be together. We're basically finished the burpees. We go down the push-up position, tap, 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 and then back to the beginning, okay? So splitting up the bag work, splitting up the burpees, but doing them together, then shoulder taps, okay? If you're by yourself, you're doing the exact same sequence. You're just doing less volume so that you're going to make quicker transitions, okay? So you're going 20 bag thrusters all by yourself, just getting your 20. You're doing 12 burpees all by yourself, and then 10 push-up taps. Okay? Make sense, guys? Holler at me. Got any questions?
He's ready for some thrusters.
Ready for some thrusters.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Let's get to it in about 20 seconds here. Get coordinated. Decide who's going to go first. Get your bag ready to go. And sweet. All right, guys. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. If you are with a partner, right now you're just hanging out and waiting. You don't got to do anything. That's fine. You're switching off once they want to give you that bag. You're accumulating 30. Maybe you're doing 15 and then passing off to your partner. If you're solo, you're getting 20 and then moving on. Once you guys have got all your bag movements, by yourself, 12 burpees, or together, 20 burpees, you're working them together. If I do 3 to my partner's 5, that's totally fine. Nice job, guys, with those burpees. Way to keep it moving. Does not have to be even. If you're by yourself, you're doing 12. If you're with a partner, just count them out, keep track. Doesn't have to be even. And then moving on to those shoulder taps. Once you get to the shoulder taps, push-up position. Tap, 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 back and forth. 10 each side. Shoulder taps, guys. We want stable hips, minimal hip movements. There's going to be a little bit of wiggle. It's hard to avoid, but trying to keep those hips pretty quiet. 10 each side. Both partners doing them at the same time. You're cranking through them. Once you're done, you're back to the beginning. We are so far 2 minutes in, got 7 minutes to go. If you went out of the gate hot like Cole did, try and sustain it. Otherwise, find a pace that you can hang on to. Minimal hesitation, guys. Back to the beginning. Grab your bag. Full deep squat all the way down. And then up overhead. Fantastic job, everybody. You guys are looking good. Coordinate with your partner. Try and keep a tempo going. Cooperate, get that work done. You guys know the cycle now. You're back to the beginning and you're trying to repeat. We are 1/3 of the way through. You are 3 minutes in, trying to sustain for 6 more. Nice work, everyone. Keep chipping away. Keep chipping away. Here we go, Janet. You got it. Keep it moving. Here we go, Miles. On to the next one. You got it. Hang in there, guys. Going to be a bit of a scorcher to finish. Just trying to hang tough. Keep in sync with your partner. If you need to change up the strategy as you go along, that's totally fine. Just try and keep it moving. Here we go, Nitin. Let's get that bag. You guys need to slow it down. Try and keep it moving. But you're just taking a little beat in between. Try to avoid stopping completely. If you want to shave off a rep or two, that's totally fine. Just finding a way to keep the sequence going. We're now on the shorter side of it. About 3.5 minutes to go. As you guys fatigue, you get into the outer reaches of this. Still trying to maintain your high quality movement, stable in the hips when you squat, good depth. Trying to keep some midline engagement as you go for your burpees. Avoid just flopping down to the ground, try and keep it tight. And those shoulder taps, everything's probably wobbling around a little bit. Trying to keep those stable hips, stable abs. We're at short time. We got 2 minutes to go. You're almost done. Here we go, Cole. Almost there. Let's grab that bag and go. Here we go, guys. Try not to hesitate. You got 90 seconds. You're almost there. Transition. Try and do a rep or two more than you want to. Nice job, Cole. Way to crank him out. Final minute, guys. You're almost there. Trying to move before you want to. Do a couple more reps than you want to. Right, maintain some tightness and stability. Nice work, Val. Nice work, Nitin. Nice work, Miles. 30 seconds. Hang on. Here we go, Lando. Here we go, Gail. Here we go, Derek. Home stretch, 20 seconds. Janice. Janice's guest, Janet. Last 10 seconds, guys. Get in a couple more reps. Three, 2, 1, and relax, rest easy. Well done, guys. That was... How'd that feel?
That was great.
That looked pretty intense. Okay, let's get a little bit of stretching. As soon as you feel comfortable, let's go into a pigeon pose. Just trying to, while everything is open and loose and got some blood flow, just trying to ease in and get a little bit of stretching. Cole's doing a good job nasal breathing, trying to calm that heart rate back down, get some oxygen.
And nitrous oxide.
Trying to get that no explode. Well done, everyone. Thank you, partners and guests, for tuning in today. Let's transition to the other side. Hit that other leg. And then from there, we're going to go into a twisted cross. So we're lying flat, arms are out to the side. I'm going to pick a side and then roll over, cross that leg over the back, open up. So Nitin, you're going to be on your stomach. So basically the exact same thing, but flip it over to the belly. Same thing, Derek. Same thing, Janice's guest. Trying to open up that pec. I can't quite see everyone, but hopefully you guys are getting a chest stretch. And let's switch over to the other side. Get a couple seconds on that other side. And go ahead and hop back up to your feet. Let's get one Jefferson curl to finish it off. You're thinking this Jefferson curl takes 30 seconds. 10 seconds down, 10 seconds holding the base, 10 seconds back up. Nice and slow to finish it off. Just relax into it. Let those arms dangle. Legs stay locked out, trying to relax. 10 seconds down, 10-second hold. Probably enough time for 3 or 4 exhales. And then roll back up nice and slow. Fantastic job, everybody. Well done. Thank you all for inviting a guest to Bring a Friend Day. Nice work. Well done.
Good work, everybody.
Virtual bump for everybody else. Nice job. The week will continue as normal. Thursday, Friday class. Man, we're almost at the end of week 9, which seems hard to believe, but we're almost there. Fantastic work, everyone. Andrew will be back in the morning on Thursday. I will see you in the evenings. I'll see you on Friday morning. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Thank you very much, Cole, for assisting today.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Have a wonderful day. See you all next
Thanks, Adam.
time. Wonderful job, everybody.
Nice job.
Thank you. That was a really fun one.